The breaking update coming in. Iran has responded to Donald Trump with heavy dose of sarcasm, mocking his claim of becoming the guardian of the Strait of Hormuz. Tehran has said that US President was absolutely right before declaring that Iran will remain in the Strait's only guardian, and in a sharp jibe at Donald Trump's call to charge for the safe passage of the vessels there, Iran's foreign minister has quipped that a 20% fee would be too much and that Tehran would be fair. So that is the latest we're learning as far as Iran is also concerned. And right now we're learning that the United States has launched a fresh round of strikes on Iran, marking the third consecutive night of the military operations there in Tehran. US Central Command has said that strikes started around 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time on the orders of President Donald Trump, and according to CENTCOM, the operation is intended to impose heavy costs on Iranian forces and reduce their ability to carry out attacks against the commercial shipping there in the Strait of Hormuz. So at this point in time, we're learning that the third round of strikes on Iran, it has started, marking the third consecutive night of the military operations. Let me once again go back to Akanksha on this. Akanksha, we're learning that US has once again started the strikes against Iran, and at this point in time, once again in southern part of Iran, explosions have been reported.
Absolutely, and that again includes various islands as well, Akanksha. But the idea behind these strikes, as the US is projecting it, is in fact to reduce the military capability of Iran. And as you rightly highlighted, this is the third round of strikes that we are being told. The CENTCOM has issued a statement saying that the strikes are currently underway for the third consecutive night, and this is typical of the military's activity because we are seeing most of the CENTCOM strikes are happening overnight. And the US President himself has confirmed that they are underway, carrying out that the threat would mark the first time since the ceasefire that the conflict moved back into the inland of Iran. So it is not just southern province. They are trying to move inside as well when it comes to central Iran too. But the US is carrying out more attacks, with Iranian media reporting that explosions have been heard in Jam Island, Kish Island. These are islands apart from, say, Keshem, Bushehr and Bandar Abbas that we were hearing in the last few days, Akanksha. And Iran has also said that it is attacking the US military sites in Kuwait and a hostile vessel of the American enemy in return. So this is quickly spiraling out of control. The U.S. allies in West Asia are also on high alert, as we are being told that Bahrain's air defenses have also intercepted and destroyed various Iranian aerial attacks. So the situation is back on tenterhooks in West Asia.
All right, stay on with us. In fact, we have a concerning news update coming in from the Strait of Hormuz. We are learning that an Indian crew member has been killed after two UAE oil tankers were hit by Iranian cruise missile. 8 other crew members, they have also been injured in this attack. According to the UAE ministry, the tanker was sailing through Omani territorial waters when they came under missile fire. The vessel Mombasa suffered this attack, while the second tanker was also struck. The UAE, at this point in time, we're learning, has issued a statement through which it has condemned the attack in the strongest term, calling this a violation of the international law. It has also expressed the condolences to India over the death of the Indian national in this incident, and this has come at the time of the sharp escalation that we're witnessing in Gulf at this point in time. Akanksha, this is quite concerning. We're learning that one Indian crew member has been killed after 2 UAE oil tankers were hit by Iranian cruise missile.
Right. So we are also expecting a statement officially from the Ministry of External Affairs. But for now, what we can tell our viewers is that a UAE has also condemned in the strongest terms the Iranian hostile attacks that targeted these 2 national tankers in the Strait of Hormuz. Just to quote what the Ministry of Foreign Affairs statement coming in from the UAE says, They have, of course, condemned the hostile attack by the Iranians that resulted in the death of one Indian national and the injury of 8 others, including 4 who sustained serious injuries. Now, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs statement also says that the injured comprise 6 Indian nationals and 2 Ukrainian nationals. The ministry has extended their sincere condolences and sympathy to the family of the victim, as well as to the government and people of the Republic of India, and wished all the injured a speedy recovery. UAE's foreign ministry has also underscored that this Iranian hostile attack constitutes a flagrant violation of the UNSC Resolution 2817, which affirms the importance of freedom of navigation, of course, rejecting the targeting of commercial vessels or the obstruction of international maritime routes. So, yes, the ministries can continue coming out with their formal readouts and letters of condemnation, but how much of an impact is this having on, say, the ground, we cannot say, because it's a complete failure, and the U.S. is now back to reimposing that naval blockade. Will that be able to provide a free passage to at least the vessels of its allied nations? We'll have to see.
All right, so it remains to be seen how this pans out, but a very concerning piece of update coming in from the Strait of Hormuz. We are learning that an Indian crew member has been killed after 2 UAE oil tankers were hit by Iranian missile. And now in a statement, UAE has mentioned that 1 person has lost their life and 8 others are injured. They have also mentioned that they extend their sincere sympathy to the family of the victims, as well as to the government and the people of Republic of India, and wished all the injured a speedy recovery. Akanksha, could you tell us more about these 2 ships that have been hit? We are so far learning that they have been attacked in Omani territorial waters when they came under missile fire. Could you tell us more about them?
All right. So this attack, which has been condemned by the UAE, it targeted the national oil tankers as far as the Iranian attacks is concerned. These 2 national oil tankers are named Mombasa and Al-Bahya. And 2 Iranian cruise missiles targeted these 2 national oil tankers while they were transiting the southern shipping lane of the Strait of Hormuz. And as you mentioned, they were very much within Omani territorial waters. One really wonders, why are they being targeted when the Omanis have been in constant touch with the Iranians? In fact, it was just last Saturday that the foreign ministers of both the countries met only to divide the authorization and the governance, the administration of the Strait of Hormuz. Yes, there was a statement coming in from the U.S. President soon after, which was also condemned by the Iranians. They said that it is the United States which is trying to undermine the authority of Iran and Oman over the Strait of Hormuz. So, yes, it is the IRGC now yet again establishing control over the Strait of Hormuz, where even if the ships are in Omani waters, they are being targeted, and that's exactly what has been mentioned over here. As we mentioned, it just did not have Indian nationals. It also was carrying Ukrainian nationals, many of whom are currently injured. But the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in UAE has also emphasized how targeting of commercial shipping and the use of the Strait of Hormuz as a tool of economic coercion or blackmail is constituting an act of piracy. It also poses a direct threat to the stability of the region, the people, and the global energy security. So there's a global need being felt currently, Akanksha, for these countries to halt any kind of unprovoked attacks, whether it is Iran or even the United States. Who knows that the U.S. may not be back to, attacking other ships who perhaps could be friendly nations to Iran. So in the line of fire are all of those countries whose cargo vessels are, in fact, passing by. And this is deeply saddening and shocking that we've lost the life of yet another Indian national just days after one is still missing. Remember, one seafarer is still missing from GSS Galaxy, which was a Cyprus-flagged ship, and there is no information regarding the whereabouts of that Indian seafarer as well.
All right. So a statement from Ministry of External Affairs on that is still awaited. Stay on with us, Akanksha. I'll come back to you once again. We have